All right, guys, we are back for another episode of Inside of Our Sales Office. Let's make some noise. Now, before I introduce my guests, right, I definitely want to let you guys know exactly why we're sitting in these chairs, right? Now, this is Inside of Our Sales Office. I am Quincy J. Sims, CEO and founder here at Bridge the Gap Marketing. You might say, well, what is Bridge the Gap Marketing? We're a direct sales company. We know how to recruit, hire, train, motivate, and mentor our direct sales agents so that they can go on and actually own their own sales company, right? Now, we're headquartered inside of the Bronx, New York, but we hire nationwide now at this point. Now, the reason why I started this podcast is because I want each and every one of our contractors out there to be able to know what it feels like to be inside of a sales office. I know a lot of us are working remote nowadays, so we don't get a chance to be inside of a sales office, but you can now get that experience through our podcast. So without further ado, you are now inside of the sales office. Make some noise for Ariel Martinez, guys. Yes, I got that introduction right. I was nervous, right?
Perfect.
So listen, first and foremost, right, I just want to make sure that I give you a proper congratulations. I like to give people flowers on my show, right? Mm-hmm. Now, you actually...
Where are my flowers?
Well, why? Where are your flowers? Right, you actually need flowers. Forgive me, I should have actually had flowers here. I got to get a better show, right? Better presentation at least. Anyway, going on. With that being said, right, you just made a check. How much was that check for?
Over $1,400.
Woo!
In
1 week. That's 7 days worth of week. 7 days worth of work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Let me ask you something, right? Because, I mean, more important than the money, right, I would say is, the money is one thing. I mean, working hard is one thing, right? And the way that I put it on here is, when you're working hard, there's value in that, right? But then I think that there's also value in the fact that now you get a chance to start to receive the reward of working hard. Right? What do you take away from that? I mean, I'm going to share a story with you, but this is after I hear your response to what did you learn when you actually got that check?
Well, it was definitely the hardest earned money I've ever made. Working before at my last job, it was just hourly. So it was like, didn't matter what I did, I would still make that amount per hour. And here it's really about, if you don't knock on that door, if you don't make that sale, if you don't talk to those people, you're not making anything. So, I mean, more than the money, it was so rewarding to get a check that, you earned.
Yeah. And that's exactly what I thought you might say, right? And that's exactly why I set up that question that way, because for me, I remember what it felt like when I realized that I can have anything I want, that I can actually earn it. Because I remember working hard and you're going out there every day, you're building yourself up, but you hadn't actually got paid yet.
Yeah.
If you remember, I called you, right? I sent over the email for the prelim and I called you. Why? Because I wasn't able to be there, and I was so sorry that I wasn't able to be there. I really wanted to drive to Brooklyn to be there with you. I promise you I did.
There, I don't have flowers. Like.
She is a true salesman, guys. She is a true salesman in every sense of the word, right? Listen, but I say that to you because I was able to at least hear the sound of your voice, the tonality of your voice.
Yeah.
I was able to hear how grateful you were. I was able to hear, the fact that sigh of relief, like, oh, wow, right?
Yeah.
And then you told me something. What did you tell me?
What
did you tell me about the? You said about the check.
About the check.
Mm-hmm.
You don't remember?
Okay.
Can you refresh my memory?
Yeah, thank you. I was going to ask you if I could help, right? She told me that I think that this is the most money I've ever made in the course of a week, right? And at that point right there, I'm telling you, that is worth more than anything else to me. I don't know why. I went to bed happy. I woke up happy. To this moment right now, I'm still celebrating Ariel Martinez, guys. Can we make some noise for that? And I mean it, right? We've sent out email blasts now at this point. You're all over our social media, right? Because I'm just totally excited for you. And I say that because, right, I know that you've been, I can see that you're in a good space. And I don't think people know that you have to be in a good space to do door-to-door, right? This is a very challenging position. Like you said, it's the hardest earned money that you ever made, right? I hope that it's worth it, though.
Yeah.
But I guess my question is, talk to the people, or what I want you to do is talk to the people about what it takes for you to be prepared every day as you start from 0 and grow to become, I guess, your own hero.
Well, what I didn't anticipate really was the fact that every single day you wake up, it's a battle. Every single day you wake up sets a tone for your entire day, sets the tone for how you're going to be at that first door. If you wake up and you're groggy and you're tired, you're going to go in low energy, and no one's going to be excited to buy what they have to buy from you. They're like, no, get out of here. We don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
So you have to win the morning and win the day and just go in there enthusiastic and happy to genuinely help people. And it's very different than I've ever experienced before, but it just makes it that much more rewarding to make a sale when you're happy and you start your day right.
Yeah.
So.
Listen, not for nothing, right? And thank you for that answer. You definitely gave us some gems and something to think about, right? But obviously you're a female in door to door, right? And I don't want to overlook that, right? I want to make sure that we take some time and we actually, I want to hear from your perspective, right? Because I know you got what it takes now. I can see that, right? You're a strong woman, right? And but what advice would you give to other females that's starting door to door?
Well, I'm still learning myself because I wouldn't say that I'm so insecure, but there's in a social setting I'm pretty confident, but with things that I don't know, I go into it and I start to lack the confidence, and that's like a struggle for me. So it's just like really be ready to get some harsh advice. Be ready for some harsh no's, for harsh critics that are gonna tell you bye, leave my store please, and you can even ask my trainer Lamisha. She's like, you're so sensitive, everything offends you, and I'm like, does everything offend me? Oh my gosh, there's been days where I've cried in the field, and I've just been so frustrated. But you just got to get past those emotions and just keep going, because anything that's worth it is going to be hard. It's like if you give up on anything, you're not going to win at anything.
Yeah, right.
So it's just females. It's just, I want to say, it's hard to separate your emotions from those doors, but just go into every door like it's a brand new opportunity, because it is.
Listen, and thank you for that. I got to be honest with you, right? You are really over-delivering, right? I can't wait to see what you do next month. I can't wait to see what you do this year, to be totally honest with you. My personal goal is to get you to $100,000 this year, right? And I think I told you that before, and I hope that doesn't scare you, because we got a long way to go, and we got to get there, though. But my next question is, the best way to learn something is to teach it, right? They always say that. Do you see yourself being able to train one day?
Definitely. There's this saying that says, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right.
You're right.
And I believe in myself, and I believe I can. So I'm full confidence that once I have this mastered, I'll be able to teach somebody else.
Great job. And I definitely believe that you can as well, right? So let me ask you, what's the best way to get the best out of someone in this business, right? What's the best way? I personally feel like once you become responsible for someone else, and this is why I asked you that question, by the way, once you become responsible for someone else, it kind of increases you. But for you, what would you say is the best way to get the best you, right? What do you do to get the best you out of you?
How to duplicate myself, or how do I become the best me every single
you? How do you become the best you? I know that's a little difficult. Let me set it up a little better, right? I say that because, right, tomorrow, you up against you. You're not in competition with anybody but yourself. And you've been doing great, but now it's time to go do better.
Right.
Right? So that check there, it's gonna double. Right? It's gonna be $2,800. How do you get to that place where you become a better you and start to just increase and increase and increase? How do you train, I guess?
I think it's a mental battle more than anything. I'll never say that I'm the best that I can be. I feel like there's always a way to get better, You could check my bag. I always have a book in there wherever I'm traveling. It's
I
because
noticed.
I'm just always trying to become like 1% better in whatever I do, and just to be the best me that I can be in that moment is to try and learn more and absorb more, and then as much as I can absorb, I can translate that into my actions that I take.
Powerful. Powerful. Listen, not for nothing, I'm going to make a prediction. You're going to have your own podcast soon. All right, guys. Listen, before we go, I always ask people this question, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I want your real honest answer.
Yeah.
Do you feel like anybody can do door-to-door?
Yes and no, because I believe that anybody can do it if they go in with the mentality that it's going to be hard, and it's not going to be anything like their 9-to-5 job. It's going to be, you're literally fighting for each dollar, you're fighting for each sale. But if you can take that, if you can continue, even though people are always trying to like beat you down, in a sense, then yeah, you got it. You just have to have the right heart and the right mental space for it. Be in the right mental space for it.
All right, guys, give it up for Ariel Martinez. Listen, now, before we end this episode, I got to give you guys a chance to actually get in contact with us. All you got to do is go to our website. It's www.bridgethegapmarketingus.com. You click on partner with us, and within 24 hours, someone will be in contact with you. I look forward to seeing you, training you, motivating you, mentoring you. I look forward to it. See you guys next time.